All right, Daniel, it's really great to meet you. Um, Thanks for joining. And yeah, you have such a cool project idea that you tweeted out to me. Tell me more about it.
Hi, nice to meet you as well, and hello everyone. Well, a little bit of background story. I am working on a theory which is a little bit more broader than usual way. It's like a big scope theory, and in that search, I found out actually called the Life Engine project, where uh, where someone just built up a little word, try to try to model the. You
So,
can check the link, yeah,
yeah,
the YouTube video actually, and then that's basically what I would like to do actually here as a first iteration. And because I have a theory, um, after this is achieved, I would like to build on this one because I have um, my theory is basically on organization and cooperation. So I would like to extend this project to another level where organisms could work together. So that would be my final goal, to achieve that the next step in this direction. I'm not sure how could it be, because also this is a long project and I just also not a software engineer.
mhm,
So that's why I also reached out to you.
cool. Yeah, well, thanks a lot for reaching out. And so it sounds like you are kind of a not a biologist, but you study ecosystems and organisms and the interaction between things, systems, living systems.
Yeah, actually I am studied environmental engineering
Got it.
on university. So
Cool.
after that I get some more knowledge and interest in those areas, ecology, and you mentioned.
Interesting. Cool. And so you said you did a little bit of Python once, right?
Yes, I did some machine learning, and recently I'm start to study and practice doing tutorials. Yeah.
Cool. Well, I think we should start out by just trying to see if we can make a little simulation in Python. Um, and it may just take a little bit of time to get oriented with Python or with one of these kind of environments. What kind of when you were coding with Python before, what did you use? Did you use like Jupyter notebooks or Colab or something like
uh, yeah, both of those, and now actually I just use the regular IDE, the PyCharm.
Yeah, PyCharm might also be good for this. Um, I just because I don't really use Python much on my computer, I just found this sort of uh, environment here, which I thought might be interesting to try out. It's basically yeah, it's basically a web environment. Let's see if I can put this here. Yeah, where you can write a Python program here, and okay, so using PyWeb, and then that will animate this screen. So I thought we could try something like that. Although it's new to me, I would normally make this in JavaScript, but I think for you, Python would be a really good option.
Yeah, I'm not totally sure it's feasible or it's a great thing to try in Python, but well, we could try and then.
No, it definitely is feasible. It's just that for a simulation, it will be fine. Um, I think the tricky thing is turning it into a website, something that other people can access.
Yeah.
I think this PyScript thing looks like it makes it really easy to turn a Python program into a website. So there's like a ton of code here in this example, but I think it's very similar to JavaScript in the way that it like changes things on the page. Let's see if we actually have HTML here. Yeah, so it writes. There's just like a basic HTML here, and then it uses the Python to manipulate, to change things on the page the same way that I would if I was. Oh, hang on, let me share this tab. So basically I think I may have been on the wrong tab. So basically there's this long Python program, and it's mostly normal Python, but there's a few lines like this and like this, which look more like JavaScript. And in those lines, you can interact with the HTML page. And then this is the HTML page that they have. Maybe this example is a little bit too much code, like to really get a good understanding, because it's just like there's a lot of code here in this example. I would prefer a shorter one. But basically, they've defined for this tic-tac-toe example, they've defined the board here in HTML. But then when you click on something, then that calls a Python function, actually, which is this one. So for your simulation, you also want to be able to click on things, right?
It's not that important, at least as I imagine. So
Okay.
what I would approach at this moment, try to get a grid, try to get a producer, try to get a consumer at least, and
Yeah,
maybe a second level consumer. And actually that would be the first iteration for me to get to. And then actually I'm using some chat GPT help to improve my codes recently, and I feel like that's appropriate at this moment. I
for sure.
don't have to understand everything.
No, for sure. Especially for a project like this, it seems like one that ChatGPT would be great at. Have you tried making this simulation before yet in Python?
I tried to use chat GPT to
Yeah,
how it would help, but it couldn't really do it. And then I just figured maybe I will try to do it in the PyGame library,
that's a good idea.
because that might be the best option later on.
Yeah.
And so after that, the chat GPT, I'm just subscribed to the best model. It couldn't handle it because it's just too complex, most likely for it. And until there is no an example for that, or no literature, then it cannot really do anything.
Oh, interesting. So you think it wasn't very good with PyGame?
Well, it's based on the input I made, it didn't really come up with any good solution. So that's
Well, one of the really big limitations with developing in ChatGPT is that it won't really be able to run any animations. I think. I think it just outputs charts, and I believe, like, I've never seen that it can run any animations. But I think Pygame would also be really good option. So I just trying something on have you ever used Replit?
no, I don't know
So
what is that.
Replit is another tool that you can use in your web browser to write code, and it's nice because you can have collaborations. You can have multiple people. So I just
Mm.
made like a new project. I just went to Replit and then show what I did. I did create new and typed in Pygame, and that's all that I had to do to get this started, and it starts right away.
Mm-hmm.
So what we can see here is it's very simple what it's put out in the template. It's just it's a loop, and I guess if you quit, then so it's yeah, it handles if the user quits, um, and then it
Yeah.
ends the program. But here it also like sets a caption. But I think what I would try doing is going to ChatGPT and then saying, "Can you change this game?" That always gives it a good reference. Copying the existing code. Add a grid of 16 by 16 squares. Oops. And I don't know how to use PyGame, but I think I can figure it out pretty fast with the help of ChatGPT. If I
It might not work yet, but it will.
yeah, so here I saw PyGame on line 10 main. Oh, I'm editing completely the wrong file. I don't know where it was. Let's try it again. Okay, I
Okay. Yeah.
went into the wrong file. So I hope I didn't edit anything here I wasn't supposed to edit. But maybe I would just better make a new project with this. But yeah, so that's not pretty. I never thought of PyGame as being something that looks nice, but if we get this working in PyGame, we could then find a way to convert it into a web app. That's possible.
Uh-huh.
And maybe that's more fun for today. Let me just make a new one and send me your correct email address, and
Mm-hmm.
you. Um, I will add you into this REPL. Cool.
I just sent you on the chat.
All right. So you're gonna get an invite, and once you log in, you should be able to edit the code directly with me.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Smaller.
Join Replit, right? Okay. And I use the yeah. I hope if I just make another email registration, it will work out as well.
Mm-hmm.
At least I have to register, right? So just give
Yeah.
me.
Well, actually, I might be able to make a public link, but you want to register because then you can save it you can save the game on your own account.
Yeah, I just registered as well, so it should be okay. I'm not sure if I. Okay. It should be in. I'm not sure where to find this project.
Oh, so you got into Replit, but you don't see the project invitation?
Yes, yeah. So maybe it's because
Did you get an email?
yeah. So maybe because my another email I just registered, because unfortunately I have two Gmails I use, or three or more, and then the another one I use to generally log in and register.
Well, let me just send you a link to this,
Okay, let's see.
and that will make it public for now. Try that.
All right, yeah. All right, I see.
Cool. Did you just run it?
It's I'm not sure. I didn't see anything to do.
Okay. Want to share your screen, because at this point, I think you're actually going to be able to do a lot of it. um, and I will walk you through how to use Replit.
Yeah, all right.
Great
Okay.
part. For
So
sure.
let me share my screen. If you stop the screen share, I guess you have to stop, right?
I can do. Yeah, I can just switch it over actually once you're ready. Once you
All
click
right,
share.
now window share screen.
Do you have two monitors or just one?
Just one. So
Share. So yeah, then just switch over to the Replit window.
all right, okay. It should be
Yeah,
yeah. Do you see?
yeah, that's great. So I just made one change. I just changed the color of the lines to be a little bit lighter, to be a little bit more faded.
Yeah.
It was super bright. So at this point, the, the way I would edit this, I just kind of had to look through it myself, and it's it's very basic, right? You could probably understand what's going on.
Yeah.
Right? Line 15 is just drawing 16 rows and 16 columns. Um, Honestly, I'd probably use ChatGPT myself here. I would just
Yeah.
I would just ask it to animate it in a certain. I would just give it the whole code and ask it to make some changes to animate it. So yeah, I would encourage you to try that, and then I'll help you to debug it. How does that sound?
Yeah. Yeah. That's great. All right. Let's also log in there. And this is the coding actually.
Yeah. So tell me more about the. You said there's two types of organisms, right? Or
Yeah,
two.
at least two, and I'm not totally sure the basic layer should be just a little bit more random. We will see. So basically there is a producer,
Mhm.
and there should be so there should be a producer and then a consumer, which have to find resources and eat it, and
Yeah.
then
Okay, this is interesting.
All right, row grid. It didn't do anything at the moment to watch. Yeah, here, producer, actually class producer. So basically it defines a new class,
Yeah.
XX 255, the color coded. So actually we can check this out. Maybe I can.
At the top right. Yeah.
Yeah, thank you. All right, and then delete this, edit, and try to, yeah, stop it. This will run this
Yep.
probably. All right, all right. We have two static. Probably it's random, right? Or submit is it?
Let's see. Scroll down to the bottom. I think towards the bottom. On line 35. It's put those.
Yeah,
It's just sort of assign those in.
yeah. All right. Okay. So let's make this. Let's have 10 producers and let them move. So I would approach this a little bit. Oh, that's not great.
Oh yeah.
I would approach this like a little bit step by step.
Did
So
it stop?
let's me ask this, and it sometimes just gives out my whole code. I don't want the whole code.
One thing is, I think it does better if it does give the whole code. So if the file isn't too big, if it's a small file like we have.
Oh yeah, well actually in that case it could.
But that one's not the whole code. I don't know what it did there.
No, I just stopped.
Yeah.
I just restarted.
It gets a little bit less confused less often if it gives the whole code. Of course, you have to wait for the whole thing. Let's see. So what is the normal behavior of a producer like? How does it know what direction to move in?
Well, that's the producer might be random,
Okay.
and then the consumer approach the producer.
Mm-hmm.
So at least that's the first iteration I would try to go.
Okay.
So let's try what this shows. Stop, run. Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
So it looks like they're moving randomly in any direction. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's actually what should be the first iteration. So it's really nice. And it shows I didn't really took too much time to start with, but I'm really glad you just joined me on this journey and then start a little bit easier than I would.
It's a great project for learning Python as well.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So then let's have consumers, but eat the producers. Have them orange color.
Mm.
But in this, oh no, it's still not that big.
Do you think we have enough squares?
I didn't actually say how much consumer. I don't think we will improve. Like, yeah, we will get way more. But we can just change that really quick, right?
Sure.
So
yeah.
So until this is also a model, it's good to start on lower levels and then we can improve there. Look how long this code already is. So
Yeah.
left draw, move.
Then soon we'll have
producer, the consumer, yeah, grow it, yeah, producer, remove producer, break, yeah. So that's basically producers, consumers, list of producers. Okay, all right, let's check this out. No.
Okay. Interesting.
All right, it is doing something, yeah. I wonder if it's just probably doesn't go towards the producers. Most likely it's just random movement. But if they collide, they most likely just and eliminate the producer.
So there's I'm waiting for them to collide. Have you seen
Yeah.
it?
So what I would try to achieve is to the orange should goes towards the green.
Oh,
That's
I just saw one get eaten just now at the bottom.
yeah. It's they are just probably randomly moving at the moment, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So actually, where should it be? So let's check the move. Move. Yeah, it's random. Choice up, down, left, right. And here is how much moves, I think.
Yeah, and the producers and the consumers are using the same movement.
Yeah. So that's the next step. Do you have anything to in your mind?
Oh, I would just like to ask, so how do you see the movement of the producers and the consumers in your simulation? Is it random for the producers and the consumers move towards the producers?
Yeah, at least at the moment. We might to iterate over it, but yeah.
Okay, so a consumer would move towards the closest producer.
Yes, or something like this.
Okay, interesting. Yeah, then
Let's
they'll all
try.
get eaten up very fast, right?
Hmm?
Then they'll all be eaten up very fast, right?
Yeah, in theory.
Okay,
So
well,
actually,
let's try it.
let's try it. I think this is where the ChatGPT just
Mhm.
surrender. You see.
Yeah, this is where it's going to be really testing it out. Sometimes I will use GPT and Claude at the same time.
Yeah.
Claude is
Do you use Cloud or do you subscribe to Cloud as well?
no, I don't pay for it, but
But the free one. I see.
I use the free one. It's still pretty good at coding.
Great. We at Hungary we didn't have the free version yet. I didn't check later on. Maybe it's all out already now, but before that we didn't have the opportunity to try out. All
Mm.
right. So actually, I think this is the time when I just try to not copy everything
Sure.
because we should understand
Yeah, great.
how to move towards producer. So basically, this is what we really need,
Yeah.
and then we have to figure out where this is. But actually, if I'm usually asking ChatGPT to leave out the existing code and just help with the change, that's
Oh,
also
yeah.
really really great.
Yeah. Yeah, you can try that too if you want. You can just say show me just the difference.
That's Yeah. Okay. So this is what I also mentioned. Interesting why this is giving the updated code
I
here.
think to me, the small parts at the beginning looked like the changes, and I think now it's giving you everything again.
Well, this is definitely we need
Yeah.
to copy, and that's the consumer move, right? So sometimes I'm not sure, it's probably not a great habit, but I just sometimes just
Hmm.
leave it this way and then towards produce. So that's probably we don't need. And then def move, we have to figure out where this is called. So I have to find the move right somewhere.
So I think that the move will still be needed because the producers are still moving randomly. So I think it will still use that function.
Yeah, but it's here as well.
Oh, it's in two places? Oh, it's
Yeah,
under both
yeah,
classes?
it's not. Yeah, it's not that advanced. Yeah, so def move towards self producer. Actually, what we could also check if this could help out. All right, what we need more in the pie chart. Actually, I also do just the split screen and check what is the difference quickly.
Oh, yeah.
Usually, but well, we will just try to do it here for producers and consumers. Right, this seems like the move towards producer. That's what we need to change.
Yeah.
Uh, it should be, yeah. And
Okay.
well, let's try what it gives you errors, right? I guess
Did it
this
give you
code.
an error?
I mean, this
Oh,
if I
yeah.
try,
Yeah, it
it
will
will
show you
show
the
me
there's an
what
error.
is not. No,
But the code looks good.
it's something. It's doing something.
Beautiful.
Oh,
Did
that's great. All right,
it?
let's try it again.
Let's do it again. Nice. They're hungry consumers.
Yeah, it's strange because we already lost as well orange the consumer somehow. So something is not right.
Oh,
You see,
I
right?
I think we didn't lose, but they are sitting on top of each other.
Or maybe, I see.
There's
That
no
might,
collision detection between them. I don't know if we want to add that.
or it's five. Okay, so we have five. Yeah. Okay. No, it's on my. It might be top on each other. I see. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That's great. In addition to this already, it would be really nice to have some graphings. I'm not sure it can do it here in PyGame or not. Like show how much producers and how much consumers we have at the current time, right?
Yeah.
Let's try. Uh, and now I'm not sure what the PyGame can do. We,
Yeah, that would be really I don't know if it can do graph. That'll be cool.
yeah.
Interesting.
Well, it's matplotlib, but I'm not sure it can be shown. That's the question.
Yeah. Well, let's see.
Wait. I will have to ask it this again. Just please show me. Update graph, start graph, by through element exit. It should be the same at the end or very same. Well, anyway, this is needed. I'm not sure what we don't have. Yeah, those we don't have yet. Okay. That's not it. Okay, and then this we need. Needs a data list for the graph. Okay. And here is where my Python knowledge is not the best. Where should we place this? After this or this?
Was it just the function definition?
Yeah.
I would. Oh, I would probably just see this maybe just above the main loop. Down below, there's a part where it says initialize a list of producers and consumers. So I'd put it around the same area as that, because this is just initializing all of the variables for the simulation.
Yeah. Okay. All right. So we have two lists: producer count, consumer count. Update the graph. Load producer screen. It's okay.
Yeah, so I think those lists are going to be over time. It's going to add new items to the list to make the graph longer.
Yeah. Okay. Let's start graph. Separate trees. Aha. Yeah, that's the question. How we do this separate thread?
Oh wow.
I don't understand the thread. Do you know about threads?
Yeah, I was kind of hoping that it wouldn't use threads for this, because is it really necessary to use threads? But we can try it. So yeah, we can try it. We just need to add this code in.
It should work as well.
Yeah, it should work. We need to add it after the thing that we just added.
Right. Okay, I just added here.
Yeah.
And then update counts in main loop. Because the main loop, it should be really similar.
Yeah.
We already have. Huh? There it is. Or it's just.
I think the main loop is at the
No,
bottom.
this is also new.
I think the main loop is at the bottom.
Oh, here at the bottom. I see. Yeah. Okay.
Well,
all right. You know what I do? I don't work this together and then this one. Do you still see? Because I can just check.
Oh yeah, this is bigger now.
Right. See. Oh, we can do this. All right. So this is the same. So draw the grid producers. That's the same. PyGame this way update. Same. This is what we need.
That looks new.
This is what we need. And PyGame time delay 500 milliseconds. It's probably the end of the game, right? Most likely.
Oh, no.
or why what it is? Do you understand already?
Yeah, that's the frame rate. So basically, it creates this while loop and an infinite loop where it updates the game again and again and again. If we don't delay at all, it will just update as fast as possible so that it'll be finished in a second. This delay is the time waiting from one frame of the animation to the next frame of the animation.
I see. Okay.
So that's 500 milliseconds, half a second.
Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's check if we did it well.
I can't see the replit anymore on your screen.
Oh, right. This. You only see the Chrome at the right side.
Yeah, I can only see the ChatGPT window. Yeah.
Huh? Yeah, because I just shared the. Now you should see.
Cool. Yep.
All right. Yeah. Okay. It doesn't do well at the moment.
Interesting. What happened?
Or what is writing locked file?
So that
All
means
right.
it's installing some new packages.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is done. Yeah.
Okay. Now it's running. Okay.
Uh-huh. Yeah,
Hey.
it's running, but it's over. Uh-huh. But it's nice. Okay. So that's actually, I'm not sure. Let's see what it is in. Uh-huh. Yeah, it's two window on top on each other. So we have to find where to place actually.
Can you run it again?
Yeah.
And see if you can move the windows at all.
Yeah. Let's see. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Interesting.
What if you drag the window on the left? Will it come over the one on the right, or it stays behind? Okay, then it's kind of. Interesting. That's really cool. I never did
That's
before.
interesting. This is all right. Anyhow, uh, that's already great. It's still running the graphing. Interesting.
It doesn't stop.
Stop.
Yet.
Doesn't stop. So we would need to stop that. But anyway, this is great.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, honestly, I'm not doing that much here. I'm just watching.
That's great.
It's
Thank
good
you.
for you. You're pretty good at Python.
Well,
I mean,
yeah, it's
neither of us has really written any code so far.
well, that's the key part. I'm just really, it's cool to see how this tool can help, you know.
Do you want to go?
Because-
Do you want to go through the code a bit to make sure that we understand what's going on?
yeah, we can definitely do it. Uh, yeah, it's a display already. It's 1616 grid set capture.
So this, yeah, this is actually weird. I'm not used to this, but I guess that just sets the size of the display.
This is the window size, yeah.
400 by 300. Okay.
Yeah, square size it's 25. All right, let's modify this quickly. 5. And then it should be smaller, right?
Yeah.
like 5 times. Yeah, that's great. Okay, let's okay.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
It just filled up
so
the whole window.
yeah, that's already better, but actually that's what that does. Square size.
Wow, it would be really cool if we can add some, like, add a lot more producers and consumers to see what happens.
Yeah, we can do it. Stopping. All right. Do you want to continue here a little
Yeah,
bit
sure.
more, or yeah? So basically, class producer is a class for Pythons, and then this assigned to the X. So it's probably the grid in the grid
Yeah.
where it is placed, and every time it changes, it updates that.
Hmm.
The color is here. That's pretty straightforward. Draw self surface and another function rect PyGame rect square size where it is, yeah, square size from here, and I'm not really sure if this rect,
On line 27.
yeah,
Yeah. So the rect is drawing a rectangle.
or rectangle, yeah,
On
probably,
the first argument is the x coordinate, then the y coordinate, and then the width and the height. So that's on yeah, that's by the number of pixels
yeah.
for each argument. Yeah.
All right. You know what I would try to do? The in the grid now we have relatively bigger lines. Do
Yeah.
you know where we can just have a smaller size
The lines between
lines
the um
between the cells? Yes.
let me run it. The lines between the cells. So these lines here. So the problem is these lines are all 1 pixel. So to animate, we cannot. I think they're all 1 pixel. Oh no. So each. I think I looked at this a little bit earlier, and what I could see is that each box, each cell, has one border around it. Um, but I think that means that it might be two. It might be doing 2 pixels. You know what I mean? If we have two
Yeah.
cells next to each other, then you have 2 pixels, and they both have borders. Then you have 2 pixel between them. So that
Yeah.
might be what we're seeing.
Hmm. You
So
know what? Let's try with 10 in the square size,
sure.
because then it won't have to crowd it. Yeah. Yeah. Now this is better. And what also what we would do is to increase the overall grid size. So not 16 by 60, we can improve it, well, at least 255, or maybe.
Let's see. 100. Sorry, what did you ask? I was trying to figure out how this rect, how the grid drawing function works. What did you ask? Just
Yeah, it's I just said I would increase the grid size, right, to get 255 at least, most likely.
I have an idea. I have an idea how we could try and make the lines thinner.
Okay, how it is?
So here I am on line 76, and we have these are the this is the background that's getting drawn.
Mm-hmm.
X, Y, and then the width and the height. I was wondering if maybe if we add 1 to the width and the height, if that will cause the cell outlines to overlap, meaning they would be look thinner.
Yes.
That's better, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Nice.
All right. Now it's already looking interesting. Okay. Let's try with bigger grid. Let's notice that 32, 64. Let's 4 times 6, 4, 6, 4. Why there we have the grid size row grid here, right?
On 17? Where are you looking?
The set display 60. So where it is the grid size?
So I think what it's doing right now is it's just setting the size of here on line 13. It's just setting the size of the window, and then it's just filling it with squares.
I see. Okay, it's not 16 by 60.
No,
It's more.
it's just filling whatever this 400 by 300 we put in.
I see. Okay, let's increase this one. 400, 600.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's stop first and then yeah.
Looks good.
Interesting, this pattern, huh? Or how it, that's just, do you see these circles here?
Oh, do you see circles or something?
I mean, let me check.
I don't see anything. I feel a little dizzy looking if I look at it too hard, but I don't see any patterns.
Damn. You know, I don't know, it's just me or what is going on here.
Oh, wait, I saw it too. If the screen gets to be the right,
Smaller, huh?
yeah, if with this, because I had a big screen, but if you, here, let me, but yeah, if it's just the right size, then you do see like a kind of optical illusion in it.
All right, okay, then it's not the issue with the code, it's just optical illusion.
Yeah, that's just a matter of game rendering. I don't really know much about that stuff. It's more of an expert.
Yeah. All right, okay, so stop. That's great. We have graph, we have the, let's try to figure out the graph should be smaller and between or right on the right side. I'm not sure. We should have the placement of the window. Let's see. Let's see. Could we place the window? I asked ChatGPT.
I'll have to go in a few minutes, by the way.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I just see the time.
That's fine. We got really farther than
Yeah.
I expected, actually.
Nice.
About as far as I had possibly wanted to hope that we would get. That's really good.
Yeah. All right. Okay. That's then let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
And
Awesome. Cool. So, what's your goal for the? Are you part of Build Space, by the way?
I don't know what what is it? Or
Oh, it's just an online school where people are working on different projects and sharing with each other. I could invite you if you want. It's basically once a week they have different online lectures, and then you can share what you're working on with other people as well and get feedback.
yeah,
All different
yeah,
projects people are making. But
yeah. I'm
but what's your goal that you want to get to with this?
yeah. So well, first of all, um, that's for first of all for my research
Cool.
to check if my theory could be modeled somewhat.
Mm-hmm.
So what we just had now, that's the basics, and I would like to get until these consumers start to cooperate, work together, or in a way just move together and get the producers. And what is the interesting part? After that, my theory suggests these next level blobs also should work together and cooperate, and then even bigger, getting even bigger. So
Mm-hmm.
that's what I would like to also show in to graph how this behavior doing, and that's the really end goal for me, for my perspective. And I would like to then try to make like how the life engine being done. You can go to the website and just do it yourself and check it in real life. So that's the basic outline here.
Awesome, cool. Well, I look forward to seeing the thing evolve and get a more and more complex simulation. That's super fun.
Yeah, really thank you for encouraging me as well and help.
Cool. Yeah, well, let's keep in touch and let me know if you need some help or you get stuck on something.
Thank you. I will do it, and yeah, we will keep in touch as well.
All right, cool. See ya.
See you. Bye bye.
Good night.